In today's video, we are going to learn about Euclid's geometry. So the word geometry comes from the Greek word geo meaning earth and metron meaning to measure. Geometry appears to have originated from the need for measuring land. This branch of mathematics was studied in various forms in every ancient civilization, be it in Egypt, China, India, Greece, etc. The people of these civilizations faced several practical problems which required the development of geometry in various ways. For example, whenever the river Nile overflowed, it wiped out the boundaries between adjoining fields of different landowners. After such flooding, these boundaries had to be redrawn. For this purpose, the Egyptians developed a number of geometric techniques and rules for calculating simple areas and also for doing simple construction. The knowledge of geometry was also used by them for construction of canals and pyramid. So this example shows that geometry was being developed and applied everywhere in the world. But this was happening in an unsystematic manner. What is interesting about these developments of geometry in the ancient world is that they were passed on from one generation to next either orally or through palm leaf message. At that time, Euclid, a teacher of mathematics at Alexandria in Egypt, collected all the known works and arranged in his famous treatise called Elements. And he divided the element into 13 chapters and each is called a book. So, Element is the famous book written by the mathematician called Euclid. So, in this chapter, we shall discuss Euclid's approach to geometry and shall try to link it with the present day geometry. So, let's see some of the definition from the book Element. So, a few of the definition in book 1 of the Element, which is written by Euclid, are as follows. A point is that which has no part. A point and it does not have any part. Second one is a line is a breadthless length. A line has got only length. It does not have breadth. The ends of the line are points. So if you draw a line, the end of the line will be 2 points. A straight line is a line which lies evenly with all the points on it. When you join all the points which are evenly on the line, we'll get a line like this, which are lying like this. And if you join these points, we'll get a straight line. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. Suppose this is a surface, it has got only length and breadth. And edges of these surfaces are called as lines. If you carefully study these definitions, you find that some of the terms like part, breadth, length need to be further explained clearly. For example, consider the first definition. A point is that which has no part. In this definition, the part need to be defined. Suppose if you define a part to be that which occupies area, again area needs to be defined. So to define one thing, you need to define many other things and you may get a long chain of definition without an end. For such reason, mathematicians agreed to leave some geometrical terms as undefined. So, even though Euclid defined a point, a line and a plane, these definitions are not accepted by mathematicians. Therefore, these terms are called as undefined terms. So, these are undefined terms. This point, line and plane, they are called as undefined terms in geometry. So in this chapter, mainly we are going to study about Euclid axiom and Euclid postulate. So certain facts which are accepted without any proof, that is called as axiom. So in mathematics, certain statements we are accepted without any proof or any logical reason, they are called as axioms. And certain statements or assumptions which are accepted without any proof particular to geometry, they are called as postulates. So axioms or postulates, they are assumptions which are universal truth. So they are not proved. They are the statements which are accepted without any proof or logical reasoning. So such statements are called as axioms, and if they are particular to geometry, then we call them as postulates. So in the next video, we will see Euclid's axioms and postulates. So thank you for watching the video.